Hello, everybody. Welcome. This is Night Call. It is a noir style game. You are a taxi driver in Paris. There is a serial killer on the loose, um, and I believe anyway. The goal of the game is to find out who that serial killer is. So let us hit new game. Get into it and hope that my fucking cat doesn't break anything. He's in the room with me. Alright, sorry about that. I'm back. Uh, had to let my cat out of the room because he was being a bitch. But you didn't see any of that. So, choose the investigation. The judge. Victims of all have something in common, and the motives seem clear, but which suspect? Oh god. Okay. Let's start with this one because it says it's good for first run. I don't know how many parts the series is going to be. I think it will be interesting. Um, let's play balanced. Okay. I don't know very much about this game other than what I read on the Xbox page because I'm playing this through Xbox Game Pass. Not sponsored or anything, but good service. I recommend you subscribe to it. It's a pretty good deal. Pretty fucking good deal. I've got a lot of games that I've played and enjoyed through that. Plus, I'm sorry for not talking. I don't want to like ruin the cutscene, but I guess that's us. There, this gentleman. Night call. Okay. Let's see here. Doctor. Here, sir. Can you hear me, or do I need to speak up? I don't. I just want you to be comfortable. You can always change your mind. Should I speak in like a French voice? Should I do a shitty French accent? I just want you to be comfortable. You can always change your mind. Oh, the voice is female. Shit. The voice is female, husky and worn. You find it deeply comforting. Oh my. Do you want me to speak in a normal, medium, or loud voice? It's fine like that. Thanks. She takes a deep breath. Sir, you just spent 2 weeks in a coma. Oh god. The word bats around your head. You need a moment to understand its meaning. Coma? The word scratches along your throat. Yes, you're the victim of an assault. The word resonates in your head. Victim. You are aware serial killers currently on the loose in Paris. Howdy. You feel the contents of your stomach crawling up your throat. Ugh. The judge, as the police call the killer, assaulted you. The bullet touched your liver, and in most circumstances, it would have been fatal. We chose to put you in an induced. Her voice became more distant. Fades. You taste bile at the back of your mouth. Your head is burning. You hear a whistle in one ear. Your fingers move to your wound. Underneath the bandages, you can feel hard skin. It is incredibly painful. Today, I'm sorry? Did they catch the judge? No. What about what about the cops? They the doctor is silent for a second. A very awkward second. She hesitates. the police would like to see you as soon as possible to ask you some questions. After all, you're the only one who survived, Judge. Noise in the hallway attracts your attention. You try to turn your head to no avail. You need to rest. She leaves the room. Her voice resonates in the hallway. I don't care he's the only witness. Another female voice joins in. It's a strong, authoritarian voice. You can't clearly make out what she's saying. A strange feeling pushes over you. It's not pain, not fatigue. Some odd combination of the two. Before being in this hospital room, you'd never realized that anger was made up of a combination of pain and exhaustion. Anger. A feeling you know all too well. Days go by, and a month later... Night 1, I guess. A month later, I'm back on my fucking job as a taxi driver. Well, look, I've got a bit of a problem. A real problem, that is. You have a pounding headache. It's your first night behind the wheel since the attack. Are you listening to me? You catch your boss's eye in the rearview mirror. Yeah, I'm listening, man. He stares at you for a second, too, without speaking. Sometimes I wonder what goes on inside your head. You always seem so far away. Just don't say anything. Just shut up. He's watching you closely, trying to make out what's going on in your head. You know I'm worried about you, don't you? I know. You're like a son to me. I know. And you know he's about to tell you the story of his taxi fleet again. When my father died and left me the store, I could have sold it. I could have retired, gone back to the old country. But I decided to start a cab fleet with the money he left me, to hire the guys from the neighborhood. And that's why I've got 45 guys like you working for me. His hands flutter in the air. Is he Italian? Though none of them are any match for you. He smiles. His voice suddenly takes on a serious note. Do you want me to go over everything again? He points to the equipment on the dashboard, the meter, the GPS. You haven't been in a taxi for weeks. Maybe you do need a little refresher. Yeah, good idea. Right then. Well, first the map. You spot potential customers and try to guess where they'll be going. Then you decide. When a customer orders a taxi, if there's no one else around, you have to go and pick them up. He shrugs. That's the way it goes. It's business. No problem. No, that's fine. The other fares, you look at the map and decide whether or not you want to take them. And then, you drive. He flashes a quick, mechanical smile. You know it well. When he talks about work, he talks about work. That's all. When your shift is over, we do the numbers and... His voice trails off, as if searching for the right words. And that's all. It's pretty simple. There's no reason why you can't do it. Oh, right. No overtime. We're in France here, and there are rules, regulations. You might not see it that way, but no one likes having a driver who hasn't slept for 24 hours. He looks away. Something's been bothering him since he got into the cab. Anyhow, you know the ropes. You get it. I know you're gonna do a good job. What's the matter? Your boss keeps quiet for a while, as if he's hesitant to speak. And then... I don't think it's a good idea. You shouldn't be driving. The murderer is still out there, and we think he's gonna come back. For you. He doesn't know who I am. You could have seen your face. The police are positive he didn't. He attacked from behind. I fell to the ground, and he took off. Silence. Your eyes lock. He holds your gaze. He wants to believe you to be on your side. He looks away. Anyway, I'll let you get back to work. Every minute spent in your taxi is a minute lost. He gives you a smile, half ironic, he gives you a smile, half ironic, half serious. Good night. Same to you, and good luck. Spend the rest of the night dealing with problems and drivers. You wonder how and when the guy ever gets any sleep. Oh shit, I didn't read that. something. He opens the door and gets out. Fucks off. A couple of colleagues are milling about. Taxis are coming and going. They all ignore you. Consciously or unconsciously. You are branded. Done with that bottle of water. Let's fucking open the next one. Drinking water tonight, everybody. In case you're wondering. Good old water. You sit there a moment, then turn the key in the ignition. The hum of the engine sends a tingle down your spine. It's impossible to describe how you miss that feeling. It's back to the night shift. Back to life. Despite the attack. Despite it all. Right. Now let's see. Let's go to this fellow. Maybe it's a lady. I don't know. Celine Wadian. Sanwin. I don't speak French. Distance. Yeah, sure. Okay, sure. Sure. You immediately recognize the passenger who just climbed into the back seat of your cab. His face has been plastered all over the news for the last few weeks. He's a lawyer. A lawyer who is representing a terrorist. He gives you an address and you start driving. He holds your gaze in the rearview mirror, like he's trying to read your mind. You drive across a virtually empty Paris. Behind you, the lawyer nervously consults his notes. Everything alright? He answers without looking up. Yes. You get the message and leave him alone. You continue driving without saying a word. Your passenger mutters. Why did he say that to the cops? You immediately felt the voice I just did for this guy. He's not taking this seriously. Doesn't get it. Idiot. There again. He says it again. Is he contradicting himself or just... You glance into the mirror. The lawyer looks like a smaller version of himself. Let's just keep listening. Your eyes meet in the rearview mirror. You see him start to break. I can't take it anymore. He takes a deep breath. He loses control of his voice. This guy's a real asshole. He's not just a monster, he's a total idiot. Tears form at the corner of his eyes. I've never seen such a moronic defendant. You know what it's like to defend a moron? You know what it's like to only get 3 hours of sleep a night so you can defend a fucking moron? Do you have any idea? He yells so loudly the windows shake. Sorry. When he answers, his voice is icy cold. No need to apologize. There's nothing to be sorry about. He pauses barely, just the time to take a deep breath. Jesus effing Christ already! He kicks the seat in front of him. Jesus! He calms himself down. He steadies breath. This guy's a bit fucking, like, oh man, off the fucking handle, isn't he? I'm the one who agreed to it. I actually fought to represent him. It's my own damn fault I'm being dragged through the mud. He raises his hand, snickers. Yeah, I admit it. At first, I thought it was pretty great. Being on TV, all the interviews, journalists asking my opinion about everything. I shook so many hands, said so many words, sentences, yet I actually said nothing. When I worked in the hood, not a single person cared about my work. And now, in 5 hours, I have to be on the radio. In 7, on TV. He pauses, breathes. His voice sounds further and further away. You should get some rest. I don't quite know what that means, but you should get some rest. He chuckles. Rest? No way. Actually, it's simple. I almost never sleep. When I lie in bed, I stare at the ceiling and go over the evidence in my head. Can I hit space to... No, I have to click. Damn it. He sits up. It's barbaric. Disgusting. So horrific, it's almost unreal. He lets out a sigh from somewhere deep in his body. And then I discover my client bought nails. The nails that were in the bombs at the corner market, and he kept the receipt. He kept the fucking receipt. Folded it in half and slipped it into his wallet. That's what I see when I close my eyes. Disemboweled bodies and a receipt for €2 worth of nails. Why? He raises his voice quite high. Why, for God's sake? He thought he could expense it when he got to heaven? He pauses. So stupid, so dangerous. He disgusts me. He revolts me. Why defend him then? Because everyone has the right to an attorney. Everyone, without exception. Otherwise, justice is no longer just. His fit of rage subsides. His fingers are shaking. When I signed on, I thought I'd be representing someone crazy, and I find out he's just a moron who's played too many video games. The guy has never even read the holy book they use to justify their so-called acts of martyrdom. He read a few passages online. Passages online. Do you have any idea what a complete moron he is? He chuckles. I'm sorry. I truly am sorry. I shouldn't have said all that. Takes a deep breath. I don't have anyone else to talk with about it. All the other lawyers avoid me like the plague. My mother can't understand why I'm doing this. She's so ashamed she went back to Algeria. He's shaking. I get the shame. What I don't get is when people just lump things together. I'm not a terrorist. I'm not a murderer. He sighs and rubs his eyes. He looks like he's been crying. He starts talking again in a much softer voice. Oh, God. We could hang him right here, right now, and no one, I'm telling you, would shed a tear. He stays quiet for a moment, catches your gaze. That's why I keep doing this. He slows his breathing. For equality, our country was founded on it. These rights have been abused far too often for me to look the other way. His anger seems to be lifting. It's good. The taxi has almost reached his destination. In the back seat, the lawyer is much calmer. His voice is soft. I needed to be reminded of this. There was a lesson. He looks at you in the mirror and bores into you with his gaze. It's odd, isn't it? That I ran into you tonight. I mean, as if. As if. No, forget it. You pull over. He pays his fare. Wait, don't take this the wrong way, but... He hands you another bill. Here, this is for you, for listening, for hearing what I had to say. Thanks, man. He looks relieved, gathers his belongings strewn across the back seat. As he's getting out of the cab, you realize he left an envelope behind. For a second, one tiny second, you hesitate. It could be something important. It's an envelope. I don't fucking know. I don't know, that feels kind of not good. He freezes, notices the envelope, and grabs it hastily. You can tell he's uncomfortable. He doesn't say another word. He gets out of the taxi, walks a few steps away, and turns around to wave at you before entering a bistro. You drive off. Received. I got a €7 tip. Jesus, man. Thank you. Cool, you're a cool motherfucker. Let's head back down this way, because there's more people down here. Just above your head, a man is smoking alone on his balcony. He's not wearing a shirt. You feel cold for him. Oh my God, set fucking hell, dude. No, I'm sorry. Way too far away. The door suddenly opens and a woman gets into the back seat. Having a good night? For a second, you freeze. It's one of the cops working on the judge's case. She grins at you. Voice creaks. Remember seeing her at the hospital. Something already bothered you about her there. You know, it's actually pretty crazy. For weeks, I've been saying to myself, there's something off about you. Something not so nice. I dug around, mulled it over, bugged all my fellow cops about it, because I was sure you lied to us. She's a cold sneer on her face. I'm gonna be frank with you. She leans over to you. I don't think you're the judge. Nah, I just can't picture it. She squints like she's trying to make you out from far away. Like you'd have gone to the extent of hurting yourself. Yeah, between us, it's a bit of a stretch. She stares at you. But not enough of a stretch for my chief to stop going on and on about you. Seriously, he talks about you all the time. If I didn't know better, I'd think he had a crush on you. She smirks. No, I think he's more interested in your profile. In prison at 17, an icy chill fills your gut. And for murder, too. What? You open your mouth, but nothing comes. Yeah, what? Since you got out, you kept a low profile, but you're lying about your name and address. I checked. It's normal, you'd say. If they get word of your time served, no loan for your permit, no lease for your car, meaning no second chance at life. Her voice becomes softer, almost warm. I personally like guys who want a second chance. No, I like guys who fight for a second chance. Basically, I like guys who are willing to work for me. She leans forward, her shining cat-like eyes narrowing. My chief wants to go to the prosecutor with the first and last name, with evidence. Actually, knowing him, he's not so hot on evidence. So, I'll give you info. Victims, suspects, medical reports, some photos that are a bit... She makes a gagging noise. You have to be discreet. Keep it between you and me. Interrogate, ask questions, dig around. I'm not a cop. She shrugs. Don't worry, you're already keener than half the squad. And don't forget, I'm not asking you to make an arrest and deliver the killer wrapped up with a bow in front of the station, okay? You know Batman, you're just here to get me more information. She rummages around in her pockets for what seems like forever. Here, take my card. I'll call you in 3-4 days just to check in. We'll chat. And I'll let you know if I have any new info. She takes on a didactic, paternalistic tone, like she was giving you a list of recommendations for the 100th time. Don't get caught, don't get arrested. Also, I wouldn't recommend trying to leave Paris. I know what you look like, and I know who your friends are. You can either be the solution or the problem, my friend. Just takes a minute to scan your face, your emotion. If I have to, I'll go check in on you-know-who. Her smile is biting. That reminds me, she know you've done time? I guess I have a girlfriend, I guess? You shake your head. She snickers. Oh, my little dirtbag, you cover your tracks well. She acknowledges your silence with a nod. Okay, I think you've got a handle on our little deal. Any problems? Okay, I think you've got a handle on our little deal. Any problems? I turn you in. I'll send you a picture to all my friends in the media and every asshole in Paris. And every asshole in Paris. Your picture with your name on it. Your real name. Anyone close to you will have their places searched. They'll be put under house arrest. Spend nights in jail. You have any idea how tense things are with that fucker's trial underway? You sigh. You know just what she's trying to get at. Come to think of it, your last names are almost the same. You could be brothers, actually. I'm nothing like that son of a bitch. She smiles. Let me tell you, with that face of yours and your handle, they'll welcome you with open arms. She takes on a serious tone, businesslike. I want to catch this killer personally. I want to drag him to court, ruin his fucking life with a bang. I can't botch this case, you got me? And neither can you, right? Obviously. Well, great then. We see eye to eye. So you can just say you're my informant, my CI. He ripped open your gut. You saw your own insides. You were in a coma. Yeah, you've plenty of reasons to want to get back at him. She furrows her brow. Yeah, I think you're actually going to do what I tell you to do. You investigate, ask questions, listen to all the rumors, and you come up with a list of suspects. She lays her hand on the door handle and freezes. Oh, right, and don't get fired. Without this cab, you're worth nothing to me. You glare at her. I don't want to call her a bitch. For what it's worth, it was a pleasure not to be interrupted every other minute. You can't imagine how much I missed that at work. She puts her hand up and you can hear the words behind it. This conversation never. I'll make sure you get more intel tomorrow. I'll find a way. Till then, no word to anyone, obviously. Not a word. The door opens, squeaks, and slams shut. Fucking bitch. You sit alone for a while, teeth clenched, dry-eyed, ears buzzing. Shit. On the back seat, the cop left a pile of papers. Shit. Key in the ignition, motor running, radio on, crackles. You turn it off and start driving. Talking to passengers might unlock new documents and clues. Find them back at your studio after your shift. 6 clues discovered. Awesome. Alright. Okay. You take a second to enjoy the silence of your studio apartment. Outside, the city is slowly waking up. You can still hear the hum of the taxi buzzing in your ears. You throw the files Bussett gave you on the table. On the wall, you hung up the big corkboard where you used to pin up photos of your nephews. They've been gone since you got out of. Your plan is simple. Jot down all the pieces of evidence and connect them to the suspects. The guilty party won't necessarily be the one with the most evidence against them, but the one with the most compelling evidence against them. It's like you're building a story about each suspect. Trying to understand their motives. Understand how he or she got into this situation. You suddenly overcome with a desire to sleep. You close your eyes, press your fingers to your eyelids, and you get let out a yawn. You take your shoes off before getting to work. Alrighty. Okay, so we've got a bunch of shit. I've only got 3, I think. Oh no, sorry. I've got 6. Okay, okay. So we got, let's see this. We got. Yep, that's a. Okay. So reading this various shit gives me new shit. I see, so I look at all of them. Okay, so yeah, okay. Why, okay, that's actually really easy. I don't really have to do a lot of thinking, do I? Okay. Alright, so it's less like we are correlating the people to the... like, less we're correlating the clues to the... We're seeing what clues match what person, we're seeing what person matches what clues. Took a minute. Okay, so let's see here. So first, the killer's height is less than 1.80 meters, so that fits everybody. Message on crime scene 3: time is up. Why? I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay, that makes sense. So this is, yeah, this is with this woman. This goes to, like, all of them. I'm gonna put this one, like, down here, I think. And this one, you deserve this, goes to these two people. Got health issues after. Okay, sure. Victim killed with 1 bullet in there. So that doesn't go to anyone yet. Message on crime scene justice. So that probably goes to this one, because this guy is like, oh shit, this guy, that fucking I should have taken his fucking letter. Oh fuck, dude. So this lawyer guy, okay, so message on scene 1, justice. That goes to the lawyer guy, obviously. So, yeah, left message in chalk. I don't think I don't seem to be able to like connect anything. So I really need to be on the lookout for like these people and talk to them. These are like people I definitely want to chat with, because they might like reveal something. Wow. Okay. Okay. Cool. And then that's it. I don't have any more documents. That's it. That's all I've got for now, is just this. Very interesting. With a heavy hand, you wipe your tired face. You slowly open the sofa bed and lie down. The events of the day, you're into having a smoke, right? Streets, the pastors, their faces, their problems. Your brain is running at full speed. Your body aches and you are in pain. You can tell you need to get more sleep. You glance at your investigation board. Hey, making me tired. It looks awfully empty. Tomorrow you'll have a chance to fill it up more. You shake your head and your mind wanders for a second. Your eyes close. Right when you're about to fall asleep, you notice a taste on your tongue. It's very salty, like soy sauce. A tad bitter, very strong. It disappears as quickly as it came. You fall asleep. Okay. You open one eye. You find your studio calming. There's something special about living in a garret. Like yours is the last place before the sky starts. Get up quickly. And a few minutes later, you're outside of your studio. Night 2. Well. Is there... How would I pause this? Right? Please pause? Pause? There we go. Alright. So, this has been Night Call. I'm going to continue with this. I think I'm probably going to end up doing one night per episode, because that was about a nice 30 minutes. About an episode length. Pretty good. Good so far. Let me know what you thought. Leave a comment, leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe. Ding the bell, all that normal stuff that people say at the end of a video. That's about it for me tonight. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see all you dudes next time.